The Bible says that examine yourself daily to see whether you are in the faith. And someone once said, an unexamined life is not worth living. People who don't audit their behaviors consistently are bound to repeat the same thing over and over. You know what that does to your partner? It weakens your partner's commitment towards you. 2, it begins to deplete your partner's passion towards you. Number 3, it begins to weaken the bond of intimacy between you and your partner. Whilst your partner may be performing duties, your partner is already reconsidering life without you. I want to talk to you about toxic relationship checklist. 12 things you can use to know that you are in a toxic relationship. It's a call for caution if you find over 6 of these things in your relationship. It's a call for caution, it's a call for pause, it's a call for help. Number 1, your partner loves to manipulate you and control your actions. I'm going to say that again. Number 1, you are in a relationship where your partner loves to manipulate you and control your actions, your interactions, and your decisions. It's critical. How do you know that you are in a toxic relationship? How can you tell? If your daughter is in a toxic relationship, how can you help your brother if he's in a toxic relationship? Number 1, check out for manipulation and control. And what are the key things that usually are the focus of control? Number 1, focus of control and manipulation: actions, interactions, and decisions. It's critical. If you find somebody around you, a colleague in the office, a sister, a son, a daughter, whose actions, whose interaction or interactions, is that okay? If you find someone like that, whose actions, interactions, and whose decisions are subtly manipulated, overtly or covertly, someone whose decisions must pass through the prism of somebody else's consideration. If you have someone whose actions are subject to somebody else's approval, if you have someone whose interaction is governed by somebody else's approval, gradually you may begin to check out for a toxic relationship. Number 2, your partner always threatens to leave you, to harm you, and to kill himself or herself. Your partner always threatens to leave you. You know, I'm going to pack, I'm ending this marriage, I'm breaking up with this relationship, I'm tired. Every little thing, I want to go. Every little thing, I want to go. Every little thing, I'm done. Every little thing, pack the bag and move out of the house. Your partner constantly threatens you, and your partner constantly threatens to kill you, or your partner constantly threatens to kill himself or herself. I feel like killing myself. I will kill myself. I will poison myself. I will do something. You know, when you hear such, you should know you are in a toxic relationship. Don't take it to just be an attitude that is expressed out of anger. It is something for caution. Any partner who always resort to suicidal and homicide issues, please don't take that lightly. Get the necessary authorities involved. Yes, toxic behaviors. Number 3, your partner always criticizes your words, your looks, your family, and your friends. Your partner always criticizes your words, your looks, your friends, your family members, and the person always criticizes even your physiology, which includes your look. All right? You look too tall. You're too short. You're too big. You're too slim. Your cheeks are too robust, and your eyeballs are too bulgy, and you know, all kinds of stuff, you know. And if you're not careful, you will be psychologically conditioned to accept such abusive attitude as normal. It's a toxic relationship you're in. It's critical to understand that. Number 4, your partner always intimidates, threatens, humiliates, embarrasses, puts you down, and makes you afraid of himself or herself all the time. Do you have a partner who constantly intimidates you? Intimidates you with knowledge, intimidates you with class, intimidates you with education, exposure, intimidates you with experience, with expertise. Your partner always uses contemptuous words on you, criticizes you, puts you down, demeans you. You are not in a normal relationship. You are in a toxic relationship, and you are with a toxic partner, and you are already building a toxic marriage. Number 4 on the checklist for toxicity in relationship, your partner always avoids you, ignores you, disregards you, makes you feel unwanted or unwelcomed. Oh, can I say that again? Your partner always avoids you stylishly, cleverly. Your partner always avoids you. Whether it's a man or a woman, they have developed the art of avoidance. For the man, he may want to come back late just to ensure that by the time he's arriving home, you are almost asleep. It's an avoidance strategy. And then he wakes up pretty early and goes to work even when he's not needed at work. It's an avoidance strategy. So he has a mattress at work, so he leaves home pretty early in the name of going to work early, and he gets to work and begins to sleep from 6 a.m. until about 9 when he resumes work. The whole idea is to avoid you. And you know, for the women, you stylishly ensure when the man is around, you go into the kitchen, or you hang out with the kids, or you find your hair to be picking, or you find some nails to be doing. The whole idea is that you're just trying to avoid the man. Number 6, your partner always accuses you wrongly as a strategy for defense. Your partner will attack you so that you do not focus on the weakness of your partner. So your partner attacks you wrongly, blames you unnecessarily, distrusts you regularly, suspects you needlessly, tracks, trails, and monitors you daily. Your partner seeks to control you continuously. Number 7, how do you know that you're in a toxic relationship? I'm going to be sharing 12 with you. How do you know that you're in a toxic relationship? Your partner disrespects the people that you honor and isolates you from the people you love. Can I say that again? Your partner quickly does one thing, and that is to isolate you from the people that you do love and disrespects the people that you do honor. So if there's anybody that you honor, one of the things that your partner will always do is to disrespect the people that you honor, and then will ensure that you are isolated from the people that you love. The whole idea is to make sure that you are actually sheltered away from their interventions. And this happens with men and women. Men do the same to women. Women do the same thing to men. Number 8, write this down. Write this down. Your partner doesn't care about you, doesn't provide for or with you, and doesn't support you or your vision. Okay? And your partner does not respond to your need for affection. Your partner doesn't care about you. Your partner cares about your job, because that's one of the reasons why your partner married you, so that the job can be a support system to your partner. Your partner cares about your job. In fact, your partner cares when you don't go to work, and the partner will do everything to make sure you're at work so you don't lose the job. But your partner doesn't care about you in terms of what's wrong with you. How can I help you? You need some rest. No. Your partner cares about your job. Your partner cares about your car, the house. Your partner cares about everything except you. Number 9, your partner is highly self-centered. Your partner is highly self-centered. Everything revolves around your partner. If it's not about your partner, it's not something to be considered. It's all about your partner. The world revolves around your partner. It's critical to know that that is a toxic relationship. So in this kind of relationship, the partner considers you as an object to be used and not a person to be loved. Therefore, you don't matter to the person. You don't matter to the person. Your feelings don't count. Your emotions don't matter. It's all about him or it's all about her. It's a narcissistic tendency. Number 10, your partner frequently abuses you. Your partner frequently abuses you. Whether it's a man or a woman, your partner frequently abuses you. And that can be sexually, that can be emotional, it can be emotionally, it can be psychologically, it can be physically, it can also be financially. There's financial abuse, there's psychological abuse, there's emotional abuse, there is sexual abuse. Your partner constantly abuses you, demeans you. Your partner constantly puts you down, speaks verbally in such a way that it reduces and undermines the integrity of your femininity or your masculinity. Your partner speaks to decimate you. Your partner speaks to break you down. Number 11, your partner frequently denies or minimizes the gravity and impact of his or her terrible abusive attitudes, behaviors, or actions or inactions towards you. I'm going to say that again. You are in a relationship and your partner always minimizes, undermines, and never accepts truly the responsibility for whatever the person has done towards you. The person slaps you. I mean, I was in a situation recently whereby we're trying to resolve a conflict between a couple. The man had actually slapped his wife and all of that. And then listen to what the man said when we started talking. The man said, well, Pastor, I didn't slap her. I only shoved her. I'm like, really? I said, describe shoving to me. What does shoving look like? He said, well, Pastor, I just like, just give it. I just gave it to her like that. Pastor, it was just a sliding. It was a sliding slap. So it's a shoving. I'm like, I said, look at you. You're shoving. Sliding slap. I never heard about sliding slap. Shoving slap. Listen, have you met people who do terrible things, and after they've done terrible things, they do not see the gravity of what they've done? They undermine it. They just makes you, they deny it, they minimize it, they undermine it, they make it look like what happened was nothing. Hey, you slapped a woman, you kicked a man, you burnt a car, you destroyed your wedding pictures, and you do not have any negative. You can't print another. You threw your wedding ring into the toilet. You flushed it into a sockaway. Number 12 checklist. Your partner is unbelievably nice, very spiritual, very generous, and loving to outsiders, but cruel, harsh, mean, selfish, vicious, wicked, brutal, remorseless, heartless, inhuman to you and those who live with him or her. Your partner is extremely and unbelievably nice. People talk a lot about how nice your partner is, how wonderful. When you hear people talking about your partner, you're like, who are they talking about? You are just so amazed. Who are they describing? Is that the man that I know, the woman that I know at home? Your partner is unbelievably nice outside, very spiritual. Your partner is called the most spiritual man, spiritual woman of God in your church. And you are just like, really? This same, I'm not going to use the words, but you're like, this same stuff is that stuff. Your partner is so generous. My God, people are calling you from everywhere that your wife is blessing them with money, your husband is giving them this and all of that. The only people that don't know about the generosity of your husband are those who live with him. Your husband buys cars for people, builds houses for people. Your husband buys Gucci, Valentino, Giorgio, just like that. Yeah, but you don't even see a homemade shoe. 5:50 a.m. West African time. We will gather together in the presence of the Lord for another time of prayer, another time of revival, another time of miracles, signs, and wonders. We'll be seeing wonders, we'll be seeing miracles, we'll be seeing God doing amazing things, people getting jobs, people getting contracts, God opening doors, people getting their visas, people getting marital breakthroughs, conception. We're seeing God reviving the spirit of his children. Prayer lives are being set on fire, ministries are coming alive, businesses are experiencing turnaround. It's your time and it's your turn to experience what God is doing on this altar. Make sure you join us bright and early with your family members. 5:50 a.m. was African time, right on all the platforms you see displayed on